run on the YouTubes and just watch it on that.
Yep. Yeah, it should be on there. Should be on in a second.
Sweet.
Yeah, people in and everything.
Yeah, watching. Oh, looks like we picked up 2 subscribers.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
This is the Xbox Cast.
Welcome to New News, where we will give you the news you need to know about. Well, not really. We'll just give you the news we like. By we, I mean Lee, because Lee, is the boss of this podcast. We're Lee and Paul, and this is New News.
Hello again.
Hello again, mate. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah.
God, I feel a bit rushed.
You feel a bit rushed?
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel a bit disorganised. But we're actually starting earlier than normal, which is kind of amazing.
It's because I'm here.
That's right, yes. Feel vaguely organised, yes. Lots and lots of stories on tonight as well.
Yeah, I have noticed you've been uploading quite a lot.
Yeah, it's just been this weird week of news.
Yeah.
Weird, I'm not sure why. And they're all different stories, so I don't know what's going on. Stuff's waking up now. Activision's now done. Everybody's waking up and going, oh, look, stuff.
Yes.
Things are happening, yes. How's your week been, mate?
Pretty good. Yep, no, pretty good. I'm back at work again, doing fun stuff.
Had your week off last week?
I did. I did indeed.
Back to it again. Getting out of bed early. Actually leaving the house, doing things.
Putting pants on, the
looking at
usual.
Stuff, pointing at things, talking. Yes.
Yes, too much talking.
Yes. It's bloody cold here for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on.
We're
It's like
actually
winter.
not that cold at the moment.
Oh.
It was 17 today here.
What? It was windy here.
I know, scary, eh?
Yeah. Wow. No, it was like 6 degrees this morning driving to work and got down to 3 degrees by the time we got to Hastings.
Wow.
That's not good. We don't like that.
Yeah. No, we meant to have a snowstorm hit about 3 a.m.,
Oh,
I think they said.
okay.
Yeah, probably won't hit us, but
On
we
the
have had
hills.
snow here before.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. It's good for the kids to
Yeah.
go and roll around, make snowmen.
They were a bit too scared because it was too cold.
Oh, what?
Yes.
What?
I can understand that.
Yes, fair enough, yes. And sadly, no Carl this week. He's, I don't know what he's doing. Sounds like he's working in a hut or something. No
Installing
internet.
some doohickey.
Doohickey in a factory somewhere where no one knows what they're doing. It was quite funny last week. He was
Yes.
explaining he had 2 cars to drive, which was awesome.
He told us he's on 6 megabytes per second download.
Yeah, that's...
Kilobytes per second upload.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame.
I know.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll get into it, really. I think we've got tons and tons of news. We might as well get into it.
Why not?
Yes. Okay, cool. So we'll start with the gameplay chart, as always.
Yep, I have
Well,
been
16.
scrolling through that.
I haven't looked at it yet. I always do it clean and fresh. So it's a
Well, I
surprise.
just had a quick look. There's a couple of interesting changes.
GTA 5 at the top still is quite weird.
It is. It looks like Call of Duty and Fortnite have just swapped.
Swap places, no exciting.
Yep.
Exo Primal,
Mine-
everyone's very excited about this game.
Yes. New entry, and it started at 6, so that is actually a pretty good
Yeah,
start
it's
for
really good. Yeah,
UB.
for sure.
Yeah, that's the one with dinosaurs, right?
Dinosaurs falling out of the sky, and you shoot
Yep.
them.
Yep, I can understand why it's so high.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and someone in the chat was playing it. I think it was Cobra Todd was playing it. Maybe
Yep.
this is awesome. This is really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, maybe I have to jump in,
Yeah.
do some mucking around in there, shoot some dinosaurs.
Yep.
So this is interesting. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has gone up. Re-entry is 17.
Yes, why is that a re-entry?
Because Microsoft have fixed the servers.
Ah,
All these old COD games have started popping up in the charts again.
wow.
Yeah, seems there was an issue.
They
way
weren't
back.
using Azure, maybe?
Probably making the PlayStation do something weird. So yeah, but they fixed
Yes.
it last week, and all of a sudden all these old COD games have popped up. I actually got a message from a mate today going, "I'm tempted to buy an Xbox just so I can play old COD games properly." Well, that's hilarious.
Nice.
Come join us.
That is
mate.
pretty fun.
And he's a
Yeah.
PS5 user, so that's really funny to say.
Wow.
See, COD Black Ops 3 has gone up a couple as well.
Yep.
Monster Sanctuary. I do not know what this is.
I'm going to guess it has something to do with monsters.
Monsters in a Sanctuary? Yeah, possibly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Now, interestingly, another COD game, Black Ops Cold War. is at 30. And
Yep,
then
it stayed pretty much there, though.
a new entry of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009 is at 32. And a new entry of Call of Duty Black Ops is at 35.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yes, I don't
And
know.
poor old EA has a drop from 17 to 31 with Need for Speed.
I was playing it actually, but it's quite fun. It's not as bad as everyone says. I don't know why people hate it so much, but
It's not Forza.
it's not Forza, but it's not. It's nice and easy to play. That's what's nice about it.
True.
Forza, you have to concentrate and stuff.
Well, my eldest has decided to start playing Forza Horizon 5. Not installed because I need the space for a certain game coming out in September.
Oh yeah,
So he's using the streaming service to get it running.
yeah. And what Xbox you got then? What is that?
I've got the Series X.
Series X. Okay, yeah.
So it does
Push
stream it.
because we unpacked it, didn't we? On site? Oh,
Yes, we unpacked it. Remember, we dropped it
Yeah, we
upside
did a
down.
whole live. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. No, he's running the streaming services. When you are accelerating and decelerating, it does get a little pixelated, and you can tell it is 720 and not 4K.
Yep. Forza's beautiful though, so that's probably.
Forza is
It will show.
beautiful. It's better when it is in motion because it adds the motion blur into it. I found when it's just static, the bricks really do look like they are like an SD texture.
Oh,
the
like
house.
painted on later, kind of looked.
Yeah,
right.
they look really bad. Something I'd expect from early 2010 style, maybe Horizon 1. That sort of level of texturing.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's still playing it. He's having a blast, and
awesome.
I don't have to install it.
No, and you can't even chuck a hard drive into it because it's an X game, so you have to play it on the main drive, don't you?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've only got 260 gig free, and a certain game is 210 gig. They said.
Is it that high? Is it?
I think I read something. It's about 210 gig on launch,
It might not be
which
very
will mean
good.
it'll just get bigger.
What happens if it's not very good? You're going to let him install Horizon if it's not very good.
That's why I'm not paying for it.
I see. You're not paying for the Super Edition, whatever.
No, I wanted to, but my wife said no. It looks flashy, but I've got too many launch editions that were failures. 3 in a row.
Oh yeah.
She just
so
said no.
Anthem, Cyberpunk. What was the other one?
And 76.
Oh, 76. That's right. Yeah, I got that. Did I get that for free? I think I bought a game and got that as a free disc. Someone said, "I don't want this. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Chuck it in the box." So he pushed
Wow.
it along as well. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I paid like $7 for Cyberpunk.
Each one I got day one collectors with walkthrough guide, all the bells and whistles.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good now. It's finished now.
It is a good game now. Yeah.
Hey, Chili, how's it going? And that's it. Smite re-entry. Don't really care about Smite though, to be honest.
No.
No. Oh, I didn't press the button so people can see what we're doing. There you go. There you go, people. You can look for yourself.
Yes.
There you go.
They've just been looking at our pretty faces.
Yes, exactly. That's what they want to see, though. So yeah, you can see all the Call of Duty games. There must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Call of Duty games now in the charts, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And if it sells Xboxes, that's hilarious.
I mean, that just shows how good the Xbox servers are.
That's right. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
biased or anything.
No, not at all. No. So this actually is quite interesting. This story links with it as well. So this is Xbox is rolling out a new report feature for in-game voice chats. Players
Yeah.
will be able to submit a 60-second recording for Microsoft to review. This
Who
is
is going
kind
to
of
be
interesting.
reviewing them?
I don't know. AI, I imagine, to a point, wouldn't it? It'd be all automated, looking for whatever, and then maybe moved up a level if it has to.
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard. Yeah, starting this week, safe feature will be rolled out at Xbox Insiders for testing before being publicly made later, so probably next month. Important step in our safety innovation. Our team is targeting in-game chat because it's often the place where people have highest opportunity to interact with players outside the friend network. So reactive voice reporting on Xbox is designed to be quick and easy with minimal impact to gaming. Features designed so players can quickly capture and jump back into gameplay, finalize a report when the game is over. Okay.
It's not bad.
No. Only players have access to recorded clips until they're submitted to them. Xbox is not saving or uploading any voice clips about you, the player, letting you choose reporting process. Players clips live on players' consoles live on players' consoles 24 hours before being erased automatically if a report is not submitted. Kind of interesting.
Okay. It is. I can see abuse with that.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I know it's meant to stop abuse, but I'm just thinking my youngest has a habit if someone does something he doesn't like, report.
Mm-hmm. But they must know that, though. They must be able to kind of quickly go, oh, this is just some kid annoyed at being shot too many times.
Yeah, I hope they can. It would be good if they can actually get it, because I have, he plays with the Oculus so loud, we can hear people on it. So we will stop him if we hear pretty bad people talking to him, and we'll get him to report that. But I hope it will actually streamline that, so,
maybe
he can make a report. He can do all the reporting he wants. It doesn't matter. And an AI will filter it out and get the bad stuff.
And also maybe a deterrent as well. So if people know it's happening, they might not do naughty things.
Yes.
If they know the opportunity of being reported is there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there's a reporting people what they say currently. I don't think there is.
I don't believe there is a system of doing that. Doesn't it go against some sort of law recording without permission, though?
Yeah, Privacy Acts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, half the time with what I hear, the kids saying, I would like to send it up, but...
Is it though? Because maybe it's like a, if someone's abusive to you on Facebook sort of situation, then you can report that, can't you?
You can, but that's in
privacy
text.
Yes, it is, but it must be a similar sort of thing. Like it's a privacy thing, but to a point when someone's being abusive or insulting or racist or whatever, I guess.
I don't know. It does look like an interesting solution. It will be good to see it implemented, and I'd like to see an end result.
And hopefully they've thought about this security side of it as well, because...
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, and it was out of the blue as well. I don't heard about anything about it, and all of a sudden it kind of came in at the same time as Activision popped up. It was like, oh, okay. Because I imagine Cold's quite bad.
I don't know. All I know is I'd like to protect the young ones.
Yes, protect the kids' ears.
But I'd also like to protect the young ones from the young ones.
Yes. Just noticed, I'll put down Game Face for the name of this podcast, and it's not Game Face.
No, this is new news.
This is new news.
I'm looking at the stream right now.
Xbox Major Nelson's leaving Microsoft after 22 years.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so everyone must have heard of Larry Hype, I imagine, if you've been in the Xbox news things for the last 20 years.
I have heard the name. I haven't really paid much attention.
So, he's at Major Nelson on Twitter and at Major Nelson on his Xbox account. And he's normally the guy doing all the front talking and kind of pushing everything through and rowing Xbox stuff.
Yep.
Carl met him last year at the Xbox showcase. Yeah. Give him some stickers.
Nice.
Yeah. And Carl, even when he announced it on Twitter, Carl added him and said, put in like a retweet and said, hey, you're great, blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you last time. And Larry Hybe actually replied to it as well.
That's pretty good.
That's really cool, yeah. So it'd be a shame to see him go. I guess he's been in 20 years. It's quite a long time to do something.
It is. And I mean, Xbox has only gone up in the last 20 years. Minor steps down, but mostly in the right direction.
Yeah, they've been... Yeah, I guess it's hard. You can't keep going up all the time. It is hard to get everything right each time. Look at Xbox One.
Yes, that's the step down I was talking about.
Exactly, yes.
It was great. I loved the marketing they gave us at EB when we were doing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's a solid machine. It was just badly marketed, I think.
It's... Yeah. I think they implemented too many of these unusual features without properly thinking it through.
Multimedia, TV, multimedia.
Wasn't that? I think it was more the whole you buy a game, you own that game, whether you have it on disc or not. That was the biggest
no discs,
one.
No resales, digital only, must be online all the time, which is basically how it is now.
It kind of fun. It is funny that is how it is now.
They were just
Yeah.
ahead of their time, which is very Microsoft actually, be ahead of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, because they brought out tablets 20 years ago and it didn't take off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says here, so incredible 20 years, decided to take a step back and work on the next chapter of my career. As I take a moment, I think about all we've done together, thanks to millions of games around the world who've included me in part of their lives. What's very cool is a whole bunch of tweets followed this. It said, I'm just going to try and reply back to everybody who messaged me.
Yeah.
And he did reply back to Carl. And I was like, that's really cool. Like, he's actually taking
Wow.
the time out to reply back to everybody and say something. So, yeah, 1 million followers as well. Yeah, so it's good. It's
Wow.
cool. I hope he does well. I'm sure he'll still be around in the Xbox world. I can't imagine
Quite
getting out
possibly.
completely. He probably just wants a break.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. He does a lot of traveling.
Yeah. You need to spend time with the family.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we'll do a bit of Activision because there was a little bit of news this week about it.
There was a bit of news about Activision. Yep.
So I'll kind of do it in order of what happened. I've been following Tom Warren off The Verge. I know Carl hates The Verge, but I've been following them still. So Microsoft. FTC. At the end of the week, applied for an emergency injunction to happen. I got this. Why did I bring this up? I think it was quite interesting. There's some good stuff in here. Anyway, so I can't read this because it's a Twitter. But so it's basically what the FTC went. No, we want to stop it again. Even though they'd lost the court case, they still wanted to go and push through and try and do a injunction again.
Yeah. Tied up in the courts.
Tied up in the courts because everything had to finish by Tuesday. That was the date because that was when they were going to get penalised with a $3 billion penalty, I think.
Yes.
Or they have to renegotiate the whole deal again.
I don't understand the American legal system. Someone wants to do something, you don't want them to do it, so you set it up, they must have it done by a certain date, then you tie it up in court so they can't do it. And if they don't do it, you sue them. If they do it, you sue them.
Yes.
I'm just thinking back to Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter. He tried to do it. He got sued for doing it, so he stopped doing it. So he got sued for doing it, not doing it. So he done it. Now he's getting sued for doing it. It's like
It's just happy days for the lawyers, isn't it? At the end of the
It
day.
is.
Musk was dumb though because he did the deal with no way out. If that makes sense, like he didn't have like a
backdoor clause to get
backdoor
out.
clause. Yeah, he just went,
Yes.
"No, I'm going to do it, and this is the money I'm going to pay, like $40 a share, whatever he offered." And then they went, "Oh yeah, that's cool." But then when he decided to change his mind, he couldn't because he'd already kind of said he was going to do it.
Yeah.
And I think they gave themselves 18 months in this one because they thought it would take 18 months to go through. And if it did take longer than that, then they can renegotiate because, share market might have changed or, people want to get out of it. I guess that was the thinking for 18 months. There are lots of people complaining here and saying the FTC have had 18 months to complain about this and they choose the last day.
Yes.
So, yeah. So the FTC didn't seek an injunction in federal court until 6 weeks before the deal closed. It says here, Tom Warren. Which is crazy. Like, it's insane. And obviously they're just doing it on purpose to mess with it.
Oh, yeah.
The court should not mistake FTC's litigation gamemanship for an emergency merit, meriting this court's deviation from the original appellate process, it says Microsoft in its filing. So this is Microsoft going against the FTC saying, hey, you can't do this. This is like last minute. You've had 18 months. What are you playing at? Stop messing around. So there's a bit of drama. I was sat there going, I can't see it not working because it's just so late in the day. But I don't know how quick the process was in the courts.
You throw enough money at it, it can go instant.
Yeah, well, it seems. Actually, I'll pull up the story because we might as well just skip a couple of scores and go straight to the. I want to know which one. I've got two stories exactly the same here. I don't know which one's best.
So that is court denies FTC's last attempt.
Yeah, we'll go for that one because that kind of. So that's what happened in the end. Yeah. So a second loss to the FTC this week. The FTC has lost maybe its final attempt to block Microsoft from buying Activision. So this came through on. I haven't got a date here. Oh yeah, 11:30 on July 15th.
Late on Friday.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's GMT plus 12. Oh, yeah, so that would have been midday, yeah. Yes, federal judge denied the request, then they went back and appealed against it. The motion for injunctive relief is what they're calling it, is denied. So that was saying no, go away, basically. And they say, welcome, appreciate the knife circuit swift response to deny motion. Oh, no, how fast it was. I feel like it was like that day almost. Real fast turnaround. So this means Microsoft is now free to close the Activision Blizzard deal. Temporary restraining order part. After a temporary restraining order, part of Judge Crowley's order expires at 11:59 p.m. tonight. So Microsoft has closed until the 18th of July. Well, close it, and they close it on Monday in the end, I think, basically.
They did, as far as I heard, yep.
Pay $3 billion in breakup fees if Activision wants to walk away, or simply let the deal naturally extend if both parties have to. So that was the other option, was just to let it extend out if they don't clean it.
I don't see why Activision would want to walk away.
No, they're making lots of money. Why would they?
Yes. Unless this was just a big ruse to, stick Microsoft with a $3 billion fee.
Get some money out of them. Wouldn't be surprised, yeah. So the UK regulator had also warned this week that Microsoft's proposal may lead to a new merger investigation after discussions with Microsoft were at early stages. Oh my God. The CMA has also issued a notice extension for its overall investigation into the deal earlier today, moving the final date final order from July 18th, which was yesterday.
It's today for us. 29th. It is today for them.
Today for them, yeah, to August 29th. So they kind of changed the tunes a little bit, actually. It's kind of interesting, because I thought they were going, oh, no, we might just go, I'll put it on screen. We might just go ahead and go and do this, because you've obviously, FTC have kind of said it's okay. So I don't know what UK are playing at. I'm not sure exactly what they want out of this.
Money? Isn't that what it falls down to?
It's not money, no, because they want, they're almost like they just don't want it to go ahead. It's not even money.
Why would they want to stop it?
PlayStation?
What is the market leader over there? Is it PlayStation or is it Xbox?
PlayStation.
I don't.
It is? PlayStation everywhere, yeah. Xbox is not anywhere like in the charts. It's third place mostly. Even against Nintendo, it's still third place. Like, it struggles. It doesn't sell that many units. It may be $1 billion business for or Xbox, but it's not really making numbers when it sells.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it's struggling still.
It is, but it looks like it's gone through. So, well, in America at least.
Yeah, no, it's gone through. Yeah. Well, that whole COD thing is because it got fixed by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So
that is funny.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that's it. I think there's no more Activision news now. We're just going to wait for all the Game Pass games to pop up. I think that's what everyone's basically waiting for.
First one is Diablo 4.
Diablo 4, that'd be hilarious if that pops up.
It would be so funny.
After Mike Ybarra going, no, it's not happening. No. This is a good segue. Oh, go on.
Oh, go on?
No, go for it. Sorry, I was going to move on. Go for it.
Oh, I was going to say... actually, I can't remember what I was going to say. It was something about some big game in September, so it would have to come on Game Pass very soon for me to play it. Otherwise, I'll be sucked in for...
Well, there is a little season starting in a couple of days.
Yeah, they're doing seasons very early.
Yeah, real fast. Yeah. There's lots of drama. I've got some stories about it later, actually.
Okay.
About the drama. But talking of Diablo 4...
Yep.
Over 9,000 individuals were involved in the development of Diablo 4.
Wow.
Exactly. It's insane.
It's
because it breaks it all down here. So there's 9,166 people were credited in the development of Diablo 4. The common role in the case was audio related. 2,464 people working on game sound design and providing voiceovers.
Yeah, a lot of them would be voiceovers.
So many. Every single voice is different. Like, it's insane.
That is a major thing. And it's not even really a voice. Like, it's not something like Fallout that had a huge amount of voices on it. But
it's got.
if every voice,
there's lots of side quests. There's tons of side quests.
Yeah, but it's not like a face-to-face sort of talking. That's what I mean. It's not the face-to-face RPGs that have large spells of talking in it.
There is quite a lot of talking though. Like there is, every single quest has a person you talk to get the quest. Go off, talk to
Yeah.
someone else possibly. Go and talk to someone else possibly. Kill some rats. Come back, talk to the first person. Yeah, there's lots of. The 26
No,
people were credited with creature voice effects. Just want to say that. Sorry.
26 for just creature voice.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, that's just grunting, really.
Exactly, and yelling at the, getting distorted voices and stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
Also, key roles of these 9,106 developers were 902 art and graphic related.
Yep.
397 QA, which is nice, quality assurance.
That's counting, like that wouldn't be counting beta or whatever. That'll just be people who are reviewing the beta and the alpha.
No. QA is different. QA is like before it's beta, isn't it? That's just like
It's pre-alpha.
Yeah, that's
Sort of.
people checking that people going to everyone's designs and checking all that sort of stuff, isn't it? That's almost before it gets published out. Not published, before it gets rendered. Almost that will be, I suspect.
That just shows Blizzard are always really high up and top notch with their output.
Why it's so good. That explains why it's so finished and polished. 394 programmer / engineering related roles, 193 in game design. Additionally, 475 were thanked for the contribution to the game's development, which could well be testers and stuff, I guess.
Could be. It's a lot of people.
Yes.
I mean, you think a lot of these indie games are, 5 friends in a garage?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a couple of guys making it. Yeah, for sure.
And this one, 9,000 different people. That isn't impressive.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All those people organised to do all these voiceovers. All someone's got to write all the scripts. And
they say when I was doing the film course, most people can, forgive a little bit of shoddy CG and a little bit of maybe 1 or 2 bad edits. And Oh. Sorry, that was a spider just falling on my glasses.
Got you.
Wow. Yes, that freaked me out. That was not a Daddy Longlegs either. And I don't know where he went.
I can't see him.
Oh.
He'll now crawl over the camera just to make it really interesting.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was fun. I'm awake. Now it feels like I've got something in my eye, which I know I don't. I know full well I don't, but,
It's a spider.
Yeah, spider in the eye. Oh, well. Anyway, I was going to say, in the film degree, you can forgive a couple of bad edits. You can forgive a couple of things like that. You can somewhat forgive, most people forgive continuity, that sort of stuff. But audio is the hardest thing to forgive. If it's bad on all of them, but good audio, it'll still be a good film. But if it's good on all of them with bad audio, people just won't watch.
Oh, yeah, I listen to podcasts and sometimes I turn them off after a while because I can't listen to the person talking. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the sound quality, it's what they're saying or how they're saying it and the ums and the pace or something's out or something. It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Sorry, it still feels like... Sorry?
You said to us like the audio, make the audio the best. Make it as good as you possibly can.
Yes, that's why I insisted we get the best audio equipment and get the best everything for the podcast. And it shot the podcast up straight away. I remember the first one when you used a cheap mic I had on the Xbox. What was that mic? Rock Band mic.
Oh, yes.
The very first podcast was done on a Rock Band mic.
Wow.
And
okay. Balance on some books. Yeah.
Yep. Kyle just played it for me, and I'm like, no, you need better audio. Come over to my place. I'll let you record at my place. And one thing this podcast has always been is good at audio.
Yeah, we always try. I kind of keep it going after you show me how to do stuff. Yeah, I'll try.
Yes.
So also people credited in the development of this had worked on other stuff as well. So like Overwatch, Overwatch 2, Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, StarCraft Remastered, StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, Hearthstone, Outriders. There's a whole bunch. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Valhalla, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Skating, interestingly, and Marvel's Avengers. So they pulled in a lot of different people to help out with this.
They did.
It does say there's 2 expansions in development for Diablo 4.
Oh, good.
He stated, for a game like Diablo, one has to build their team, their structure around they can do the sustainability, because the development team is always shipping in a way. He mentioned the studio was just about to launch a base game at the time and to finish up the season 1 while also working on season 2. So that's how far ahead they are. They're like, which is how it should be, and I think that's where Halo fell over, because I don't think they were planning far enough ahead. They're like, well, give us 6 months to do first season, but everyone's lost interest after 6 months.
Yeah. Pump them out straight away.
Yeah, get it going. Yeah. It's also working on expansion 1 and kicking things off for expansion 2. So they're already doing 1 and 2's being kicked off.
And every season requires a huge team just to rebalance. I mean, they don't really do much, but if it's done anything like Diablo 3, each season will have its own separate lot of key builds to move on to. And
well, we should discuss this later then, because I've got a story about the builds.
Okay. Which, I've jumped the gun, have I?
No, that's a good tease. I like it. I like teasers. Yeah, it's kind of interesting though. It's kind of, because I've never played much of 3. I played lots of 2. So this is kind of new to me, this whole world.
Yeah, I done a couple of seasons, got high on the seasons, but
you went massively high on the seasons. You and
some
Rebecca.
of them, yeah, no, we were working together. Some of them we got up into, I think, the mid 80s for rifting.
Right. Okay.
Which like max people. When you do a rift, there were you choose the difficulty of the rift independent of the difficulty you're playing on, and you can keep pumping up the level of the rift. And it's basically a timed thing: get through, get X amount of kills till the boss comes, kill the boss in a certain time, jump out of the rift, hand it in.
So they have nightmare dungeons. I think sounds similar. So you have different level nightmare dungeons, different tiers.
Yeah,
and you go in there and try and. So I did I did a ridiculous level 41 one yesterday, which had 100 level. I'm 72, and I was playing against 100 level baddies. I was not.
Oh,
it was not great for
one
me.
hit kill.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I was with one guy was 92, one guy was 86. So providing I stayed away from the death, I was okay.
Did you level up much?
Came to me. Yes, I went 2 levels up yesterday.
Yeah. Because I remember when a season would come, I'd wait about 3 or 4 days for some people to start hitting higher tier rifts, like tier 10 rifts, which as a level 1 character, 1 hit, 1 kill. Like a skeleton walk past you, you die.
Yeah, they look at you.
But then just look for a group for a tier 10 and just say, hey, I just want a power level. And in one rift, you can get right up into, level 60 and then off to the I can't remember what it is, not Nephilim, because it was Nephilim rifts. But, you just start leveling up your character with epic stuff.
Yeah.
So hit max level in one dungeon.
That's
easy.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm picking the highest level gear is 820. I'm picking up 810, 811 gear on my low level.
That's pretty good.
My level 70, level 72 guy. So my gear is way higher than me because I keep hanging out with a level 90 person.
Yeah.
But I can take on level 90 character. I can take on stuff level 90. I can kill it in the end. It's not killing me immediately, so I'm okay. I just can't do 100 yet. 100's a bit too high, I think.
You'll get there.
I know, yeah. Well, season starts noon. Season 1 starts very, very soon. So
will it set you back to level 1?
Yeah,
that's what.
Yes, exactly. There's so many complaints about it.
Well, that's what the seasons were in 3.
Yeah,
so
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to build a rogue, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, something different.
Bit of range DPS.
Stabby, lots of backstabbing.
Oh, you're going the backstabby DPS.
Backstabby. I reckon that's the way to go. Yeah, because that looks more fun. You just walk in there and kill stuff
Fair enough.
quickly. Yeah, so I find a decent build for it, and then just because I built my sorceress I just did it myself and worked it all out and messed around with the paragon boards and stuff. Well, I'm going to follow a build for the rogue so I can get up quick.
There's a couple of channels I'll send you after the podcast that he will go through at the start of each season, wait a few days, and then he'll have the optimal builds.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I can wait though. I want to get into it.
Sometimes, if you're lucky, he would be in the pre-season team, so he will have all the information to go on day 1.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, flick it through. That'd be awesome.
Sweet.
Xbox is ending Friends and Family plan in August.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. This only came out like 2 months ago. I feel like it was a couple months ago.
I know. I was hoping that it would come to New Zealand because I've been keeping my eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to have to pay, for a full pass for both my boys and me and my wife. So I pay for one and one boy, and my wife pays for one and the other boy.
Oh, so you do not do it on shared Xbox, or have you got multiple Xboxes?
We've got multiple Xboxes.
Oh, yeah,
Each kid has one in their bedroom, and me and my wife share one in their sitting room, which often is the boys sharing it because it's the Series X, and they find it better.
It is better.
Yes.
Come on, Dad, it is better.
It's yes, but we just.
So just in case people don't know what it was, so it was basically the idea was I think it was like $40 a month, and you get 5 licenses, like your 5 accounts for Game Pass Ultimate, and it's friends and family. So as long as they're in the same country as you, you can share with them. That was literally the only caveat.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer accepting any new members from July 17th, which is 2 days ago. So
2 days ago.
And it will die out on the I thought it was like August something or other.
August 2022. What? No,
that's when it was announced.
That's when it was announced. Sorry.
Oh, so okay. So maybe it's just running out then. So that's what they said. Doesn't say exactly when it will kill, but it's no more new people from July 17th.
Yeah. The issue I had with doing that is it was just really hard to set up the kids' accounts with new accounts on the thing. So they announced that they were going to be doing it, that you, because you have a family plan with the kids' accounts under it, you could get it set up with that instead of having to buy a whole new plan and then unsubscribe everyone, then resubscribe. It was just messy. It wasn't implemented very well, that I could tell.
That's why they killed it, because it's just really hard to implement properly.
Yeah. I mean, the whole family plan they have, or the family system, is pretty good. If Zach wants a game, it will pop up. You have to ask a parent, and then it will instantly ping me and Mel. Yeah. And we got the family app on our phone, so we can say, yes, he can have it, or no, he can't, or yes, I'll buy it for him. So he was really good in the holidays, so he got Rain on Your Parade.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Mainly because we felt guilty. We bought him the DLC for it the week before it left Game Pass, so we never got to play the DLC.
That happens, yeah. And you didn't even get the 10% discount for being in the Game Pass, did you? You had to pay full price.
No. Yeah, well, no, mid-summer sale, it was half price, I believe.
Okay, well, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was like $20 down from 40.
Yeah, okay.
So
that's cool. It's a good game?
He likes it. It's a puzzle game. You're cloudy and you have to rain or zap things, and it's like papercraft. So the maps look like your papercraft. You just, you're a cardboard cloud bouncing around.
Right. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, good for kids.
Yeah, for sure. My news is a bit up and down actually. So there's this Diablo story now. I could do it together, but hey, let's just keep doing it wrong. Season 1, the Malignant. Season of the Malignant. Starts on the 21st, as we all know. 20th, sorry, or 21st for us.
Yep.
You will reset back to level 1, people.
Yep.
You have to pay
standard
for it if you want to. There's a no gameplay. So season kicks off 20th July. No gameplay items as part of the paid battle pass. All in-game items will be earned for free. The season will offer legendary aspects, a mastery title, and a scroll of amnesia and other rewards. So this is what we know. So there's 23 tracks of awards for completely free. If you pay, you get 23 plus 67 paid rewards for completing the pass. So if you got the Ultimate Edition, you get this included, basically. I say it for free. Okay. It's not, because you've already paid for it, but you basically paid for this. So yeah, legendary aspects, mastery titles from Amnesia, battle pass, earn favor by just playing the game as you rank up more favor, or favork, as they were in here for some reason. I believe there's too many K in there. You will unlock tiers of battle pass. Okay, so that's how it's just XP, basically.
Yeah.
Scroll of Amnesia actually gives you a free skill tree. And Paragon will reset. The Scroll of Amnesia is our new item that provides you a free skill tree and Paragon reset, which means obviously you can, because if you want to rebuild your character, you have to pay to get rid of all the skills and stuff you spent.
Yep.
I know someone did it yesterday and it cost them 4.1 million gold.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, 197 Paragon board reset items, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wouldn't it just be better to start a new character?
no, because then you have to level to 100 again. Is it level 93? So you'd have to level to 93 again to do it. So no, we did talk about builds actually. You should do builds.
Yes.
Yeah. He did have 31 million in the bank though. He was okay. He wasn't struggling too much. Don't feel sorry for him too much. Seasonal bonus for gold and obols. Cosmetics yet to be revealed. On the paid track, you get an awoken armor set, mount and mount armor, and 666 platinum.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one was included as part of the Deluxe and Ultimate Editions. You can purchase it if you want, if it's $10 US or 1,000 platinum. Since you get 666 platinum back for the Battle Pass, subsequent purchases will be cheaper for you. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So then next season, it'll only cost you 300 platinum. But I bet you can only buy them in blocks of 1,000, so you have to spend $10 anyway. But
Quite possibly, but do 2 seasons, get a third free.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. This is what's happening. This is what there's been a big update, which everyone is screaming and crying about. But we'll come to that later, I think.
Yes.
Because I wondered you're taking it because you've been used to these screaming, crying updates that sometimes happens.
I actually didn't mind resetting back to 0 for everything.
No, it's not that. It's the builds have been broken.
Ah.
We shall discuss it.
Is it the builds or the gear?
Yes, both. Everything.
Okay.
It's all been broken.
That was every single season that happened.
Okay, let's go through this. Let's do this now. Let's go this. I'll go and get the story. It's at the top, I believe. There's Diablo 4 patch notes. Okay.
Yep.
If you go to this, you find it.
So new unique items and legendary aspects. So there'll be 6 new unique items.
Yep. General ones is a spear, which everyone can use. I can't use spears though because I'm a sorceress. Oh.
So is it just martial?
Yeah, sorcerers can't use spears.
Yeah.
So it's not general really.
No.
Barbarians, druids all get different stuff. Sorcerers get some unique wand.
Yep.
Develop a note that the Azure Wraith and fresh rendered unique items are flat damage for blah blah. Example. Yeah. Okay. So that's so this spear of Lycander is extremely rare. It does say.
Okay.
So that means no one's going to get one. Loads of aspects. Aspects is what you add to your rare or change on your legendary gear to give you. Do you have aspects on Diablo 3?
Oh.
It's like a little boost, so it'll give you like.
You had gems you'd done.
Oh,
and
gems.
then you had legendary
well.
gems.
You get gems as well, but these aspects you can add like you can see here. So if you're barbarian, you can add astral charge to one of your items.
Yep.
And charge calls for 4 ancients, who can also deal charges. Okay, so that's you can call for you can basically add that to one of your weapons, and then this will happen. Get you 4 ancients, whatever they are.
Okay, so kind of like legendary gems.
Yeah, but you can have gems as well.
Yeah, no. Gems and legendary gems in 3 were different. So a gem would just be a bonus thing. You get a red gem if you put it on your your helmet. It gave you health, or no, helmet gave you something, armor gave you something, weapon gave you something else.
Correct. Yep.
But then you had a legendary gem that would do something completely unique. One of them meant that you only needed you needed 1 less out of a full legendary suit of armor and weapons in order to get its bonus, which meant you could combo 2 different full suits.
Okay. Okay.
There are all sorts of other ones. So like a build would require a certain gem
aspect
in order to work.
Gem. Yeah. So like my sorcerers go Searing's Walls. After spending 100 or 200 mana, your next firewall free is free to cast and destroy incoming small missiles. Which is kind of handy actually, because you can put firewall down and nothing can shoot you, which you can currently. That's actually really good.
Only if you go in as a fire wizard. If you go in lightning or ice.
I use firewall, so that is great for me.
Okay. Cool.
Bunch of bug fixes.
Actually, is sorcerer still ice, or has that been moved to necromancer?
It's all. So you get all 3. You get lightning, ice, or fire, and you can choose how you build it.
Sweet.
Yeah. So my title is a pyromaniac, because I'm like a crazy pyromaniac.
Mel would love that.
Yeah, just throw fire down. I walk in and throw fire. It was funny playing yesterday, really high level. I was saying to him, I was like, I walk in and throw fire down, but I know it's not doing anything. But I still do it. So I still can't help walking in, throw fire down, throw down my hydras, and then look at what we're going to kill.
Yep.
Bunch of fixes.
That's a pyromaniac.
That's a pyromaniac. That's what you do. Throw fire into the room.
Yeah.
Things walk through fire, get weaker, then you kill them. That was my.
There's
my
a
point.
lovely little meme for D&D and Pathfinder. It's like, I didn't ask the size of the room or who's in it. I just said I cast Fireball.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. So firewalls are like a line of fire that go in front of me, so things have to walk through the fire.
Yep.
So I just throw it right in front of stuff, and it just walks through it and sets stuff on fire. Yes. So there's a whole bunch of bug fixes. I'm not going to go through those because they're kind of boring.
No, there's a whole lot of them. Gameplay, so Barbarian.
Was it 6,700 words or something? This is.
Wow. There's a lot.
What people are complaining about though, is it on here? Come on. Gameplay updates. Yeah, so Alter Lilith is actually quite good. So these, when you find these around the world, you get a bonus like two dex or two, I don't know, intelligence or something. But they count ride. So once you do it once for your main character, they go for everybody. So when your new character starts up, he already gets all these bonuses.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool. Map discovery is now count wide. So when you uncover the whole map, everyone gets all your characters get map uncovered.
Nice.
Nice. There's a bunch of stuff that's kind of more specific. Better silent chests. I've always get silent chests. So like you have to go and buy these keys to open them. They're always rubbish. So it's good that they're actually bumping up a bit. What other stuff? So what the main? Oh, this is really good. Is a renown value adjustment. So when you do a side quest, you get renown, and you collect. You have to get 6,000 renown, and you get a whole bunch of bonuses. So bumping these side quests by 10 is actually really helpful.
Oh, is that 10 or 10%?
By 10 extra. So
okay.
Like there's say, I don't know how many. So say there's 20 dungeons. So one of those bumped by 10. That's a decent amount of points extra.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, and the change is retroactive. So I now can log in. I'm going to log into my Diablo later, and I'll find all my extra points are coming. So that's
nice.
kind of cool, yeah. Because I've done a whole bunch of side quests and dungeons.
Nice.
Bonus in tier 2. The bonus has gone up for gold. So there's a whole little bit of stuff there. The leveling is interesting. I don't know if it means much to explain it on the podcast, but basically they changed it slightly. For when you're going in at a certain level, your level 55 character, the monster's the same level as you. Or if you're below or 55 or 55, in World Tier 3, the monster's all at 55, and then it slowly tracks up. Whereas beforehand, you walk into it and it's just all at 75. Yeah. Especially for World Tier 4. So they've changed it slightly there. They've changed the XP has dropped down as well. Level 1 is... So if stuff's one level higher than you used to get 50% XP bonus. Now you get a 1.5% XP bonus. So it's a huge drop. Yeah.
That is a massive drop.
Yeah. So that's not great. If you want to get in there, get to level 50 quick, then that's going to make a huge difference. Like, you know, run through with somebody. It's only up to 10 levels, so the max you're going to get is 15% now.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that's... Yeah.
But is that per... for the monster level above you, or is that the dungeon level above you?
Monster. So you just bonus experience rewards for killing monsters that are higher level than the player.
Yes. So so that may not make as much of a difference as you think, because you'll be getting XP based on doing the dungeon at a higher level, and as you are low, you're probably not actually killing the monsters yourself. Would you be doing enough damage on it?
I kill stuff 10. I can kill stuff at 90 if it's like 15 levels higher than me. I can kill a few random bits and pieces. Most of it's being killed by the other guys, but I'm definitely there.
Yeah. So you'll be getting the bulk of your thing. So will it be lowering that up? We are adjusting the experience rewards for monsters, blah, blah, blah. To offset the higher. Yeah. So we are adjusting the experience rewards for monster levels, offsets for higher world tiers. So the higher the world tier, you actually get more by the looks of it.
Plus 100. No, but it's going down to 10, isn't it? Up to 10.
Changing. Yes, it was current
down.
level.
It was 100,
yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
If you are level 1, your friends bring you into a tier 4 and level you at an experienced dungeon. They start killing level 100 monsters. Prior to the season, you would get level 100 monster XP times 1 plus 25%. Now you get, so it will lower. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that blows my whole theory of waiting for 3 days for someone to get my level and then carry me. Yep.
Yeah. So Helltime monsters now 3 levels higher than player rather than 2, which obviously makes them harder to kill.
Yep.
The torches gift and mystery. So what happens when you run around? You pick up these aberrant cinders or aberrant cinders, and you used to have to collect 175. Now you have to collect 250 to open up these chests.
Okay.
So that's a big jump. Although I went into the Helltide yesterday, I did 2 gifts and mystery chests, 175 each, plus 2 normal chests, which are 75. So I collected, what's that, 175, 350, say 500 or something, cinders, in about half an hour or so, 20 minutes, half an hour.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I'll still be open to these gift mysteries, but the problem is when you die, is you lose half your cinders.
Yeah.
So
and the thing is, you've gone 300 cinders would have given you almost 2 chests. Now it gives you
that's right,
one chest.
Yeah, provided I don't die. This is the problem. So you get 75.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's go and get rid of these now before I die, because things happen. Yeah. So this is it's a huge difference.
It is.
Actually, it's currently broken because there's a bug which means that the cinders are not dropping as much. So people are complaining quite a lot.
Oh.
But Diablo, the guys said there's actually an issue, so we're fixing it.
Okay.
This is all interactive objects now have a chance of dropping cinders. So beforehand, you'd like hit a stump or something, and there'd be no cinders. But now there's a chance stuff will drop. So there's actually more cinders available in theory.
Good.
Yeah, so that's good. And then it goes really bad because then they start breaking stuff. So then you look at immediately aspects of disobedience. This is one of the people complaining about. Minimum stacks reduced from 100 down to 60. Okay, and reduce maximum armor bonus from 25 to 50 down to 15 to 30%. So you could have got a 50% bonus in your armor, and that's at 30%, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. Retribution bonus damage to stun reduced from 20 to 40 to 10 to 20. So it's halved. So no, my question is, so we could go through all this. We're not going to. We'll stop now because it just continues on with the whole world of stuff broken. But you can see every single one of these has been reduced.
Yep.
Did they do this in Diablo 3?
Yes. At certain points, they would have done reductions, but it was always offset by a higher percentage to get legendaries. At one point, I believe, to get mythic legendaries, like there were 3 tiers of legendary, and to get one of them, it was a 2% chance that a drop would be a legendary, and out of that, a 2% that drop would be a mythic, and out of that, a 2% that an epic mythic or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, they increased those stats to 5%, but then they lowered some other things, and then they made other changes. It's all a balancing act. So, they are lowering some stuff.
I think they're doing it because they're finding that there's these builds out there which is like 1 trillion points of damage, and killing Uber Lilith, who's the hardest boss of the lot, in one hit or something, like 30 seconds, basically.
So by lowering everything, they're making people actually work, and I don't know, are they lowering it so much that it becomes a grind, or lowering it just enough to make it a challenge?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I know it's already been rolled out. It's already rolled out.
It's a fine balance between the two of them, grind versus challenge.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I'm going to jump in tonight, probably after the podcast, because I'm going to check out those. I've got 1 area to clear, one out of these the renowned stuff. I've got 1 more out of 5 areas to clear. So it'll be interesting to see if my renown's closer now, because I was like 300 away from actually completing it. And I'll also see what people were saying, whether there's lots of people complaining. One guy I played with was like, well, I'm going to play Diablo 3. That's what he said. I'm not that excited. I'm not playing Diablo 3. I was like, oh, okay. Wow.
As long as they still do seasons for a little bit for Diablo 3, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I can't see them breaking it that much, though. Surely they must have thought about this. Like, maybe they'll tweak it back again or something. Surely they'll...
I don't know.
Or builds just tweak? Builds just improved?
It's all just a tweak around, maybe, because I had heard that the druid was, what was it? It was either strong in end game but weak in the start game. So I think they're trying to balance things out. One of them was super strong at the start but pitted off and was super weak by end game. Yeah. So maybe by lowering all the other classes, like there's a power creep. If they find, say, the sorcerer was low at end game, increase the sorcerer, that's not really the solution. It's dropping everybody else and balancing it out.
Balance, yeah. That's what
it's the same when I was doing audio engineering. If you couldn't hear one of the singers, you didn't bring them up. because then they'll drown everyone else. Then you have to bring them up and then them up, and
Yeah, right.
everything's a power game. You find
Yeah.
where the singer sits in the, the thing and balance it.
So you wouldn't ever bring up all the monsters then? Just make the monsters harder to kill?
Sometimes you could maybe change their resistance, maybe add, I don't know, more armor but less health. I don't quite know how it works. When I'm balancing for the age system, if I find you guys aren't, hitting as much, then I might lower the armor, but I will raise the amount of hit points they have.
Oh, okay.
Or I'll lower the defense but raise the armor, so you can hit more, but you have to do more damage. And it's balance.
Interesting. It's interesting to see how it all works out.
Yeah.
Because there's the normal crying, some guy going, right, that's it, I'm not playing this ever again. So it'll be interesting to see what like everyone's like the next day, like after playing it for a couple of days, going, oh, actually, that's okay, we just do this. Pick this aspect up instead. Because that's what I was saying, some of the legendary aspects weren't working. So they need to do something about them not being used. So that's why they were tweaking a lot of the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great example for age. You've played with Brett and you've played with Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Once Brett was DMing, so he made a character that had armor class of 20, which, as you know, in age is horribly over the top.
Yeah, for sure.
But no actual, well, that was their defense. They had no armor and they had 10 hit points. So if you could hit them, they'd go down. Hugely glass cannon. Tim loved it because he always plays as dwarf and he rolls 22s to hit. So he could kill these guys, but nobody else was having fun. So Brett rebalanced by dropping the armor class down to 16, the defense down to 16, but raising the armor and giving it more hit points. Everybody else liked it because they thought they were contributing. We still ran through them at the same level, but Tim wasn't getting all the kills. So Tim complained, oh, it's not fair, but it was fair for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, in the end, Tim was like, actually, this is fair. This is fun. Everybody's now having fun. So it took one session and he was fine with it. So it is a big balance act. The people who are crying now may not cry later.
I think it's people like to complain. That's what I said. People do like to complain. They don't forget. So
they all think they know how to make a better game. But
that's right,
like we've seen, 9,000 people helped build the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I've never done season on Diablo. I don't think I did any of the season stuff in Diablo 3, so we could jump in and see what it's like. And keep chipping away at my sorceress to get to 100 at some point.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Next story. 3 games are confirmed for Xbox Game Pass in August so far. So this is kind of like about 2 weeks out. Stuff starts popping up. Everspace 2.
Isn't that... I've heard about that.
It's huge.
It was a space railer, like on rail.
Yeah, Everspace. I've got links and stuff to it. I've got videos going to work, maybe. Yeah, it's a. It's like you're controlling a space. What do you call it?
Like Freelancer, but on rail shooter style.
I think you do
Freelancer.
lots of ships though. It's more like I'd almost like an EVE Online sort of stuff. Well, there are no YouTube videos on this website though. That's interesting.
I don't know. Can I actually run it? I'm running it, but obviously I'm not streaming, so...
I clicked on a link. God knows what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
What's me subscribe? Oh, my word. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I played the first one, and it was relatively fun.
Yeah, people were really excited. They talked about it last year. One of the showcases, they showed a whole bunch of videos. It looks amazing. It does look really cool.
It does. It always looks impressive when you've got a ship and there's lots of lasers and shields and
and I feel like you're quite far away. It's like an overall view of it rather than in the cockpit sort of view.
Yes. So arcadey.
Arcadey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, more tactical probably as well. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
Not sure about this game because it's made by the same people that made another game which wasn't very good. So we'll see. It was a very grindy game. So people are a bit concerned about this one. And Sea of Stars RPG, inspired by classics, tell the story of 2 children of the solstice who combine the powers of sun and moon to perform the eclipse magic.
Okay.
I wish I had some pictures, but I've never heard of Sea of Stars. It does sound kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Steam game.
It
does look cool. Okay. It's
it is.
Japanese game, is it?
Yeah, no, it looks like isometric. Not even the like Pokemon style isometric.
Oh, it is as well. Yeah, it's like Zelda almost.
Yeah.
Old Zelda game, but slightly better graphics. Oh yeah. Cool. So there's some games coming out in August.
Nice.
It's nice. Yeah, keep coming along with the games.
Yep.
Also, this is kind of interesting. So there was a whole big thing about Xbox killing access to old games from Nintendo and PlayStation. Like
Yep.
maybe a month or two ago. Lots of complaining because at the time you can make your Xbox in development mode and then play all these games. Like play games you can't play on the PlayStation on your Xbox. So everyone was obviously quite happy with that. This thing called Antstream Arcade is coming out to Xbox, bringing retro classics from Nintendo and PlayStation along with it. So Mark's first time a third-party multi-game cloud streaming service is launched on Xbox.
Wow.
So
1,400 old games.
Yeah, so how they're getting around it is actually streaming the games to your Xbox rather than installing them. And I think that's how they get around the licensing.
Interesting.
issues.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. The legalities of emulation are murky. Emulation on consoles is even trickier still, but some are taking the risk, taking the turn to turn the consoles into emulation machines. There you go. So look, tons of games.
Yeah.
Thousands of games, yeah. It looks cool. Pac-Man, there's obviously Street Fighter, and just tons and tons of games.
I mean, you can go to AliExpress and pay $200 for some
A box or a
machine
little
that'll
kind
do
of,
it as well.
Yeah, that's true. But you can play on your big screen.
You can play these on your big screen.
Oh, okay. You can plug them in, can you? They're a bit rubbish, and I hope this will be slightly better. It's cool. There's loads of games there. Alien Breed and all these games we used to play back in the day.
I mean, it's not bad price as well. $30 for 12 months or $80 for a lifetime pass. I mean, if it only runs for a year, then you've kind of wasted $50, but...
Earthworm Jim, Gallagher, Mortal Kombat, Ninja Gaiden. Amazing.
Wow.
So it comes out on August 20th. Be interesting to see if it lasts because, licensing and stuff. But yeah, it's cool. I was really impressed with it.
I mean, if they are making money of it, legally they should be paying the original developers. So even if it's a couple of cents a month, it's still an old game you developed 30 years ago getting money.
Yeah, well, so you had to own the game cartridge if you wanted to play the ROM, didn't you? That was always that was the law or the rules, I guess. So I don't know how they're getting around it. Or because it's streaming, maybe it's different. I don't know. But then there was that streaming TV thing from like 10 years ago that got shut down because they were streaming programs. So
yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, it looks kind of cool. $30 is not a lot as well. Like that sort of thing you can give your kid for Christmas and go, here you go. Here's a subscription I got you.
Yes, these are the games we used to play back in the day.
From Jim, Gallagher, all these games are amazing. Like they still stand up, I reckon.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And I don't want to get into retro games that much because they're so shocking to look at. But I think it's fun at $30. It's
yeah, but if it's a game you used to play, it doesn't look as bad as a modern retro.
I saw Sensible Soccer there, which I used to play a lot of Sensible Soccer. That's a cool game. This is interesting. So why is the Microsoft Activision deal is a huge win for Macs? So Macs have been basically ignored for like 10 years now, probably.
Yep.
It says limping along since the 90s, so 30 years. They've never really been able to get games, and the developers actually stopped making games for them now. They're just given up completely.
Yeah, you heard about, what was it? I was going to say Whitney Houston.
Oh.
No, she's dead.
No. When the what's it?
Not
Goldberg.
Yeah, the chick that played Gaia.
Yes.
From Star Trek.
Yes.
That's what I know her from.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah. No. Completely.
She.
Yes. She didn't come across very clever though when she was complaining about it, but
she didn't.
No.
But for someone who's not technologically up with it, she had a very good point. I mean, I still have, I've got my original Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Warcraft 2, I think it is, the battle chest packs, and they all came with PC and Mac CDs.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was one of the good things with that. I could install that onto my little, not even an iPad, my MacBook.
Mm-hmm.
And at film school, I could just load up a little bit of World of Warcraft or Warcraft 3, sorry, and just play that for half an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
And
no,
it
not
ran
anymore.
really well. Not anymore.
No, I don't know why they. Well, I get not interested. It's kind of weird that they don't let you play games though. Or
It
don't
is
even
very
get
weird.
developed.
I honestly, I mean, I know DirectX goes around most of the hardware issues that PCs have, and the Xbox is called the Xbox because of DirectX.
That's right. Yeah.
But a Mac, it has a solid OS that doesn't change, and it only has one set of hardware that you really run on it. So I would assume it would be easier to do it on Mac
Yeah, but the
because
new chips, the M1 and the M2, maybe they're not easy to write for.
yeah, they're powerful enough. I've seen some of
yeah,
the
for
new
sure.
Macs play like 16 high def streams in real time for editing, and that's on a thin MacBook. I mean, a $10,000 thin MacBook, but a thin MacBook.
So anyway, the reason it's interesting for Macs is because of cloud gaming, which is available
Yeah.
on Mac, Windows, and iPads. And obviously with all these deals, these 10-year deals that people have been doing with Nvidia, you can now play COD on Nvidia G now. Well,
Yeah.
soon, I should say.
Well, yeah, as soon as they start pumping that out to the Game Pass.
Yeah, and it works well. Like, get a controller and you're away. You don't know. Actually, that's kind of,
Yeah.
it works.
Whoopi
It works
Goldberg
really
will
well.
be able to play Diablo
Whoopi
4
Goldberg. I was
on
like,
it.
Whoopi, I couldn't work out the first name. Well done.
Just occurred to me.
I'll stick on Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is really cool for these guys. They're playing with their little cheap Macs.
Yeah.
Carl will be happy.
He will. He's a bit of a Mac head occasionally.
He's very Mac.
Him and his iPhones.
Yeah, and his Macs. His Mac. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's really good. So welcome to gaming, Mac people. You can thank us later.
Leave it up to Xbox or Microsoft yet again to save Mac.
That's right. There you go. See, that's a very good point. Sony agrees to the Call of Duty deal with Microsoft. So they did finally. We were talking about this last week. What Carl was saying last week. Oh, they haven't even signed it yet. So they could just go back and say, well, sorry guys, but we're not going to let you sign up for it. But what's very interesting is, signed a binding agreement to play Call of Duty on PlayStation. They've only signed a binding agreement for Call of Duty on PlayStation. No other games have been included in it.
Interesting. And like Kyle pointed out, what if they just changed the name from Call of Duty to Microsoft Shooty Sim?
Yes. Oh, yes. We made that joke about a year ago when they first started complaining about it. It was called like Microsoft Shooty, I think we were calling it at one point. So it's kind of interesting. They said, yeah, you can sign it, but they're taking everything out except Call of Duty.
Wow.
They have an extension of 10 years, but limited to just Call of Duty, it says here. So, yeah. They offered back in December 22, they were actually offered the contract the first time.
Wow.
Yep. That's all the story is, but I just find it interesting that Microsoft are going to go, actually, well, you could have had all, but now you can just have this little slice of Call of Duty. And that's
One
what you're
game.
gonna have. Yep. So welcome to Diablo and all these other games we're going to get. Assassin's Creed Mirage game coming up. AC game coming up very soon.
Yep.
It's getting a haptic gaming suit that lets you feel the impact and the parkour. What the hell's going on here?
Interesting.
Except why is that doing that? Yeah, very interesting. Yes, it is as questionable as it sounds, is the subtitle. It's funny. But odd bit of merchandise says here, collaboration uniform. So what you can feel here. So apparently it mimics 30 different sensations like punch, dart, and severe abdominal wound. It's just the whole thing sounds a bit weird.
It's not new. It's not the first time someone came out with that.
No, it's not. No, it does say that. I know it's $560. It works on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, X, and PC. Sorry.
Yep.
It's really weird, isn't it? I wonder what it's like.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I want to try it either.
No.
That's
I
part of
don't
the
want to be
bit.
shot by a dart and then falling over and like breaking a rib or something.
Yeah. I mean, if you do it with VR, which it's on PlayStation, so use PlayStation VR if the game comes with it, then yeah, that would give a whole new feeling to the actual VR.
It would, especially if you're rubbish at this game. You keep falling over all
Yeah.
the time. It's like, oh, you're getting shot.
I mean, if you're in the middle of a fight, VR in first person, and you can feel something hit you in the back, you know to turn over and block your back.
But how is it gonna show a severe abdominal pain? What's it gonna do?
I don't know. Just keep crushing in the abs.
Yeah,
maybe it's a weight loss.
Oh, it's one of those weird like vibration things that they came out with. Yeah, yeah, that's just crazy.
It is.
I want to try it though. I'm really interested to see what it's like, or find someone who's trying it.
Yes.
So if you want to send me one so I can test it for the podcast, then please do.
Stick Barney in it. Let him test.
This is that story about Call of Duty I was talking about. So, Call of Duty players rejoice. I do love some of these titles. As Microsoft acquisition Xbox Game Pass bring new life to older games. Exciting news of Call of Duty fans.
So fix the matchmaking servers.
Exactly, that's what they've done, yeah. They're celebrating recent acquisition. Activision Blizzard brought about exciting changes for the franchise with the addition of Call of Duty on Game Pass, fixing the matchmaking servers. The community is buzzing with anticipation, it says here. COD, this is good, this is great. That's what COD says. Yeah, there's concern about hackers and stuff. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I think there's not much I say other than they've actually fixed it and now people are playing it. And our chart showed... Because MW2 is probably the best one, isn't it? I think that's the one that's kind of... The original Black Ops or Black Ops 2 was the best.
I think Modern Warfare is rated the highest, yeah.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, I think that's one of the biggest ones. So, yeah, so they're back online again. So they just turned on the surge of servers. Is that what they've done, rather than fixing them?
No, I don't know.
No, I'm not a COD player. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is just they returned on the servers. Everyone's jumped in. It's, we fixed the matchmaking because we got so many people wanting to play.
Yeah. And it was pretty smart. It will probably turn on enough servers to handle it.
Yeah, well, it's Azure. It just spins up what it needs.
Yeah. And this is good for all these achievement hunters out there. I know if Cameron and Matt are listening, but they're getting the really annoying multiplayer achievements are now possible.
Yeah.
Because I suspect there's lots. Yeah. Oh, and they're talking about NW3 remaster, a gem under the rug. I can't get into this because I don't care that much about COD, but I thought it was interesting that they fixed the COD servers and there's just everywhere. And my mate messaged me going, "Oh, I might buy an Xbox."
Good.
It's like, welcome, bro, welcome. This is funny. Xbox has released a Minecraft Creeper themed mini fridge.
Yeah, I'm looking at that and I am thinking, always Christmas.
Exactly.
It's sorted.
Yeah, it's only available in the States currently in Walmart, so I don't know if it will ever make it here, but yes.
I have friends who live in the States. I'm sure I can get them to send one over.
Yeah, $100 well, which is actually pretty good.
I mean, surely it's going to appear on Amazon at one point.
Oh, yeah. I do worry about how big it is, though, because I can see 4 cans there in the top bit, which is the biggest, and then, I don't know what you'd fit in the bottom bit. Maybe crisps or something, or chocolate, I don't know.
Dip for the crisps?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. If you think Minecraft is cool, prove it with this 2-foot tall Minecraft Legends Creeper mini fridge. Ready to serve you.
Really does look, yeah.
That's hilarious, isn't it? It's stinky. Look at the size of that can next to his feet. Stinky.
Yep. Okay, that's Christmas sorted.
Yep, there you go. Sorted. So just send a link to this to your missus and say, here you go. Get one of these at all costs. Yeah. It's funny. And it was weird, like, why all of a sudden did they release this sort of stuff? It's so funny. It's such a weird week this week.
Why not?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes. So there's Game Pass, the Xbox Showcase happens. When was it? Not long ago. Last month ago. Is it a month ago already? Okay. 92 million views. 92 million views of this, the showcase. Most watched Xbox ever. I was like, that's amazing. That's all on Twitter. Someone going, so they just bought Activision, which means they're going to have this massive like backlog of stuff to talk about next show. So how many people are going to watch the next show?
Lots.
Lots and lots. 38% rise in viewership over last year's show.
Wow.
We watched it and actually live streamed it, which is kind of cool. We got it on our YouTube. If you want to watch it, we talk over it and watch it. Yeah, so 93 million. It's awesome. It then goes into detail about it, but I think you should watch our YouTube video if you want to see stuff about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the team for the studio themselves. Worked hard to bring everything together. It was a solid show. And also they talk about LA, Mexico, and Sao Paulo and Melbourne, where we know that Cam went to. There's a few people we know went to that Melbourne show.
Yep.
Got some free stuff out of it. Yeah, and they're going to Gamescom in August, did you say, for Germany?
That was last week we said that. Yes.
Yeah, so it does at the bottom. In August, it just reminds them saying that Xbox will be heading to Gamescom in Germany, the world's largest gaming event. There you go. So our biggest booth ever to show off our incredible games we're coming to you. More news in the next few weeks. Stay tuned. So yeah, it's incredible. Who says Xbox is struggling really though?
The naysayers, the PlayStations.
The ponies. Yeah. So this is an interesting story.
It is.
Xbox Live, Game Pass Core is getting replaced by Game Pass Core in September. The same price as 25 games. It's kind of interesting. So okay, I've actually got the games. I'll tell you the games before I tell you what's actually happening with it. So $10 a month. You get Among Us, Descenders, Dishonored 2, Doom Eternal, which is a good game. Fable Anniversary is not very good. Fallout 4, your favorite game, Fallout 76, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Grounded. So some really good games there. Halo 5, Halo Wars 2, Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade, Human Fall Flat for the kids. Inside, Ori the Will of Wisp is very good. Psychonauts is awesome. Dead State 2 is awesome. And then weirdly, Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know why that's in there, but
it's good. I just never played it on the Xbox.
Yeah, but why is it on a 25 title thing? It seems like a weird one to throw in. There's a bit of a side.
It's an MMO that they can
sell
get. I mean, if people play it, like it, they subscribe to the thing. That's an extra $10 a month out of everyone.
Yeah. Oh, I better show people stuff. So Game Pass Core is $10. You get online console, 25 games, no new game day one, no EA Play, members deals and discounts, and no cloud gaming. So that's basically Xbox Live Gold. That is plus 25 games. Yeah. Game Pass console is an extra $1. You get all the 100 games, but you get no online multiplayer. You get new games day one, no EA deal, discount, no cloud. So people are complaining about this one, saying, but there's no multiplayer online. The original Game Pass console did not have multiplayer online with it as well, because you get that plus Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah.
That was how you got it. So people complaining is wrong. You never had it. Like, just you're wrong. So do not panic about this one, because you might as well pay. What they're trying to basically say is you might as well pay for Ultimate, which has all the stuff.
Yes.
Game Pass PC doesn't really matter about the online multiplayer because it's on PC, so you get it, and you get 100 games, you get new ones, but you do not get cloud gaming with the Game Pass PC. You just get EA Play though, which is kind of cool, and you get discounts. Then Ultimate does everything.
Yep.
So it does make sense. It's actually quite good if you just look at it as like I'm only paying for Xbox Live Gold. I'm going to pay the same and get 25 games to play. I don't see a problem, to be honest.
Not really, no.
It's a good tweak.
And if you like it, go Ultimate.
Yeah, for $7, just pay extra, go Ultimate. Yeah, and there's that whole deal of transferring Live to Ultimate currently as well.
With that confusing matrix we saw last week.
That's right, which doesn't make any sense. But you do get more, but somehow we don't know why or how or when.
I don't. Someone who doesn't know math's done that.
Yeah, they did. They just made up numbers. There's no math. It's a spreadsheet which doesn't work. That's what it is. They're just making everything the same name. I think all that's happening is they're just making Xbox Game Pass Core say Game Pass, not Xbox Live, because it was confusing everybody.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's cool. It's good work. Good renaming.
Yeah.
I think they needed to do it. That's all. Oh, September 14th is start date. See, some of these stories are not too long. Oh, I've actually got down to the last two stories. Okay, so this is the last two Game Pass stories.
Well, one of them is the same, really, just from another perspective.
So I always do this. I do it back to front. So this is the games that are leaving.
Yep.
Soon. So we've got Marvel's Avengers on end of July, I guess this is. The Ascent, which is an awesome game, play it. 2 Point Campers, also a fun game. Dreamscaper, no idea what that is. And Expeditions Rome.
Oh,
Brings
Dreamscaper.
Winter.
Yes, I do like that game.
Oh, well, you better get your Avast to buy it or get
It's,
10%
in all
discount.
honesty, there's no story. If it's what I think it is, you just paint a city and that's it. You just click a button, you change a color and you place a building, and then you can place a building next to it. But you can build some cool little maps and then just watch the birds float around, and that's honestly it.
Okay. I just clicked on the link. Oh, no, I've clicked on the link. Close the page now. Come back. Oh, no one's actually doing it, doesn't there? Yeah, the Ascent's one that I have an issue with, but there you go. That's because I think it's an awesome game. I might even have to buy it because I do like going to that game randomly to play it. And 2 Point Campers is always fun. That's a kind of cool game. You missing any of those? You play Ascent in the end, did you?
No, I didn't. No, the only one from that list I ever played was Dreamscaper.
Okay, weird. I never played that game. Okay, so, and to cheer everybody up at the end of the podcast, because, you know, you don't want people sad when they leave. The news. Games being added. So 7 games being added in July. We have Celeste. This is a weird order. Okay, so we've got Cave coming in today, and Tectonica, and Toem. Marquette, which is a surprise one. I saw an article saying that's a surprise. It got dropped in randomly. Figment 2, Creed Valley, Wandering Village. I don't know any of these games currently. Other than the caves are very good, but I don't know. Serious Sam, that's fun.
It's
Siberian
old.
Mayhem.
And just looking at Dreamscape, it's not what I thought it was. This is
It's not. You're
a different thing.
You're
yeah. I think I was thinking of Flowscape.
Oh, okay. I don't know that game either. Got Vembar and then Celeste. I know Celeste. I feel like Celeste has been around for a while.
None of these really look. I mean, Serious Sam, I
Serious
know it
Sam's
for the name, but
fun.
that's about it.
The caves was very good.
Yeah.
And Celeste is very good as well. They're 2 kind of decent games. Yes, see, 4 out of 5, so it's a good rating. 8 to 10 hours. It's not too hard.
No, it's worth a couple of Achievos.
A couple of Chivos. That's the news.
So yeah, it has been a busy week.
It's an hour and a half of news. It was amazing. Wow. I suppose I should remind people that we're actually on the internet some places, like the Xbox. We have a Discord channel, the XboxCast, discord.io/the_XboxCast. We have a website, the XboxCast.co.nz. We have a YouTube channel called the XboxCast. We have a Twitter channel called the XboxCast. We have a Kick channel called the XboxCast. There's a theme to our naming. I don't know if you can notice it.
I think it has something to do with Xbox and casting.
Yes, it is. Xboxing the cast. Subscribe, follow us, tell your friends. Come on. We're doing this long enough now.
Tell us how much you like our faces.
Yes,
especially when spiders crawl on your glasses.
That's maybe that's the title of the podcast. Let spiders crawl on your glasses.
Along came a spider.
And sat next to Paul.
I'm not arachnophobic. I just suddenly to see a spider on your glasses, it's like, okay.
Yes.
If I weren't wearing glasses, that would be scratching my eyeball right now.
In your face. It would actually crawl into your ear or up your nose.
Now you got me paranoid.
It's fine. It's all fine. Yes. So we should do the new. I don't know how many games we've got to do.
I'm looking. It's not too much, and most of them look fairly stock standard indie rubbish.
Do, don't they?
I mean, we've got...
Go girls. Okay, so this is K-Go, K-La. Although, should we let you read this and try and keep me awake?
Which one are you on to? Because I'm looking...
We're going to OneNote.
No, I'm looking at the July 18th. Where are you on? Because the very top one for me is Insomnia.
That's, I think, the one, isn't it? July 18th? Is that today?
Insomnus.
Insomnus, yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you are on that.
Yep. Because that's the date. Because it's this week, basically, so it starts this week and goes through.
So that is the old Castevet Manor has just been abandoned. Now countless mysteries await you in the creepy walls of the soul dwelling. Unravel the secrets of Insomnus and fight against your own destiny in a full story of intrigue and horror.
I'm trying to load the
So
page,
let's see.
but Microsoft is being slow. So oops, something went wrong. We'll never know. It's a mystery.
I
This
am
game.
having a look at the page, and this content is locked into your date of birth.
Oh yeah, it does that. I have to always log in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's kind of cool looking. I like it.
Yeah. I'm looking at the stream, and it hasn't popped up yet.
It's very square, I guess. You know, that whole kind of.
Yeah.
A bit freaky.
Okay, the hallway hands looks creepy.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Not sure. Is it point and click or something? Is it? Or is it a walk around?
Could be point and click. That is a giant piano. Very tiny hands.
Yes. Oh, and the pictures are now repeating. That looks a bit like an Amityville Horror house on the top of the hill.
Yeah. Could be interesting.
Okay.
And then we have two interesting ones. You've got Liz the Joyful Definitive Edition and Liz.
Lisa.
Sorry, you're right, Lisa. Lisa, Liz. There's only a few letters in there.
Names and words.
Yeah, and then Lisa the Painful Definitive Edition. And you are paying less for the Joyful Edition. So I'm thinking it's joyful because it costs less. Easier on your...
Joyful looking at this. Not really, though.
Is this another one of these?
Yes. That's terrible.
It wants me to sign in, and I can't be bothered signing in.
Once you sign in once, it remembers, though. I do find that.
Yeah. I'll get around to it. I'm just migrating everything to Chrome, so Foundry runs better. I know.
He's brave. Well, you know, this is what makes
so
sense. Okay.
It looks like another
It's
Metro
just a
Pixel thing.
Yep, Metrovania Pixel-y stuff. I've moved on.
Okay, good. Okay, moving on is Remedium Sentinels. And content is locked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, a roguelike fast-paced action shooter that is set in the same world as Remedium. I would guess that would
That's
be
exciting.
that, yeah. It has been more than 100 years since the Grey Plague won, turning most humans into vicious mutant freaks. Only a handful of cities still stand amongst the death and chaos that consume the land. Defend them against endless hordes of mutants until your reactor dies. Combine items and alchemical elements to acquire more and more weapons to create new builds.
It is Vampire Survivors.
Okay, just a 3D version.
Yep. Using sentinels
Cool.
rather than vampires. You stand in the middle and shoot things. Try not to die.
Okay.
And upgrade your gear.
The next one is Tectonica.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
We did?
I listened to the podcast and was like, oh, yeah. Because I struggled saying the name last week because we knew it was going to come
Okay.
out. And it's not.
So, subsurface bioluminescent world of a rogue alien planet as you explore and construct sprawling factories. Yes, I do remember it now.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we have agriculture.
My word.
So, a fast-paced twist on a beloved farm and sim mechanics where the goal is to grow each stage's required crops as quickly as you can using limited resources. Buy seeds and tools and the shop to aid you in your efforts, but purchase responsibly. Yep,
Yeah,
it's one of these ones.
Very bitty.
That looks like a worse version of is it Stardew Valley?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No aliens. It's like a mobile game, actually.
You know, it doesn't look...
I've moved on.
Okay, good. Crown of the Empire 2 around the world. Join Eleanor. Yep, on an incredible adventure through an alternate world of the Victorian era. You'll see incredible Scottish valleys, the rocky cliffs of Malta, and hot deserts, and much more. Can good prevail? Will Eleanor finds the missing prince?
This game came out last week, but didn't obviously come out last week because we've talked about this game already.
Yeah, well, it says July 19th, so today for us, well, tomorrow for us probably.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen all these pictures before.
Yeah.
I've literally seen this before. Unless it's just like a slightly different version of it.
Well, this is 2.
Yeah,
maybe you've seen one.
Last week. Which is common as happens more than you think.
It is. Okay, Skullgirl Second Encore.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh, it's a
yeah, okay.
it's a kind of cool looking cartoony side. What do you call it? A
Stick
Street
shooter.
Fighter game,
Oh, Street Fighter. Nice.
sort of game. Yeah, it's kind of cool looking actually.
Yes, a beautiful, fast-paced, and critically acclaimed 2D fighting game that puts players in control of fierce warriors on extraordinary Dark Deco worlds. Each of the 14 wildly original characters feature a unique gameplay mechanic and plenty of personality. It does look pretty cool.
It does look cool. I like this. Yeah, I like the graphics.
Yeah, looks like a guy in a bear suit, wolf suit.
Oh, there's all sorts here. There's like she looks like a necromancer or something.
Nice.
She's got skulls fighting for her or something like that. I don't know what's going on there.
Right, Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde, July 19th. A roguelite action game in which you fight huge waves of monsters using passive attacks and abilities. Slay thousands and thousands of endless and this looks like another.
The graphics are kind of fun though. I do like the graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, cartoony.
Yep. Stick shooter, passive abilities.
Yep. Vampire Survivor.
Yeah. Okay, Cross Tales.
So
now, everybody is a furry.
Survivor genre did that exist beforehand, other than like?
Yes, it did. There were quite a few. I think a few years ago there was one called Lovecraft versus Tesla, which was virtually the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
They've existed for an awful long time. I've got heaps of old school ones.
Right.
It's just I don't know what it is about Vampire Survivors. It just seems popular.
It's a good loop. That's what it'll be.
Yeah. I think because it's got the 30-minute cap on the game. That's it.
Oh, so what happens in 30 minutes?
Death comes and kills you, or you beat death. And I think the worst one I had is I didn't have enough DPS to kill him in less than a minute, and every minute another death spawns, but I had enough tanking ability to survive them. And after about 40 minutes, it was 50 minutes, and I just got bored. So it
was a stalemate between you and death.
Stopped. Yeah, it pretty much was. So it's either plays for 30 minutes and you kill death, and then Uber death comes and kills you, or you die and you play again. See if you can get a better build.
Crazy. Okay.
So yes, Cross Tales. Immerse yourself in the gripping world of Cross Tales, a strategic tactical RPG set in a war-ravaged world. For over a decade, the canine kingdom of Ravenfurt and the feline republic of Hiddick, is that Hiddick or Hiddick? Well, I think Hiddick, whatever, have clashed. Their deep-rooted animosity etched in the memories of their people. Now you'll delve into a story-driven plot playable from both sides that unravels the secrets behind this conflict and the influence of the ominous third power.
Wow.
The spray bottle.
Spray bottle? What are you saying, spray bottle?
So you spray them in the face of cats and dogs.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Because it's Canine Kingdom.
Yes.
That's what it will be, a spray bottle. Well, that's amazing. I hope it is. Yeah, they're literally cats. It's a very it's that whole kind of furries thing, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Wow. Japanese, Asian looking.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Spray bottle, that's amazing. That should be the second one, though, shouldn't it be the next one? Rather than it be like what's it called? Cross Tales 2, the spray bottle.
Yes.
Love it. That's amazing.
Okay, Ocken, or Oaken. Is that probably
Oaken?
The way it's pronounced?
Oaken, because oak and N. Oaken.
Oaken. Yeah.
Like
Celtic and tribal vibes, so Oaken. I was looking, I saw oriented and I thought oriental, and I'm like, Awaken. That's how they would pronounce it in Japanese, but nope. Okay. A roguelike hero-oriented game featuring highly tactical battles on a hexagonal grid, where position and rotation is everything, with a deck management system set in a mystical world inhabited by spirits with Celtic and tribal vibes.
It does look really cool. Like, graphics-wise, they've done a really nice job.
Yeah.
That's all I got, though. I don't know. I don't really play these hex sort of attack games. I find
No, neither do I.
After a while. But this one looks amazing, graphics-wise.
Punch Club 2.
Oh, how are we doing naming in this podcast? Is we just say it with confidence? That's what we decided now.
Yeah. My pronunciation is atrocious, and I'm highly dyslexic, so I just say what comes into my head.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Just say it with confidence.
Yeah. Say it like I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Punch Club 2 fast forward. It's been 20 long years since the nameless cool guy rose from the streets, punched the big bad, found his father, and everyone was really happy. Welcome to the future. It's corrupt. Seashells have replaced toilet rolls. That doesn't sound good. And everything's cyberpunk now. Walk the same, but now Neo streets as you're thrown into an adventure filled with hilarity, 80s nostalgia, and punching. Even more punching than before. Okay, well, that does look like a cool little grid city.
Oh, yeah, no, it's kind of interesting looking. It's like step up from bits. It's not too bitty.
Yeah.
It could be interesting.
It could be. Is this going to let me actually see it? Nope, it's blocked. One
log
day
in.
I'll sign in.
Come on, you can do it. It's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not sure. Could be good. The graphics are not terrible.
No, they're not great, but they're not terrible.
Not terrible. There's a good sticker for the back of the box.
The Wandering Village. I feel like we've done this one before.
Can't tell you. The website's black.
I don't know. In a world where mysterious plants are spreading all over the earth, emitting toxic spores as they grow, a small group of survivors seek shelter on the back of a giant wandering creature they call Onbu. Become their leader, build their settlement, and form a symbiotic relationship with the creature to survive together in this hostile yet beautiful post-apocalyptic world that surrounds you. I'm positive we've done something like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've done this one, but I kind of like the look of it, actually.
Yeah. Kind of Settlers, cartoony Settlers.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I'm not sure about the graphics, though. I like the graphics. I'm not sure about the I'm confused by the graphics. Because there's like a top-down view of it, and then you get this side view. So I wonder if it's like you can move around quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always a good world build. Some of these games are quite good, though. Quite chill. You know, build 2 houses, get more people. More people means you have more food. That means you try out more trees, that sort of thing.
Okay. Antstream.
Is this what we're talking? Oh, no, it's not. It's different.
Yes, that's what we've talked about. So we can skip that one.
Yep.
We'll go to Iceline. Top-down puzzle game that is about an ice magician who collects magical crystals and takes his skills to the next level. For some reason, I thought Skull to the next level.
Maybe.
This is a puzzle game that features unique mechanics in which the player creates levels, the player character, not creates. I told you I'm dyslexic. It's just...
That's all right. Carl does exactly the same. It's fine.
Yes. In which the player character leaves an ice trail behind him and changes the playing field.
Yeah, it's like Snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. It's a mobile game.
Okay.
2 more to go. Then we're done. Then we're out.
Sephony. This 3D puzzle platformer parkour through an island's mysterious caverns, dash and wild run through lush caves, subterranean oceans, and surreal cityscapes. Discover new abilities and to navigate rocky levels, or use creatures like the long-tongued rabbit to grapple through the air. You're using a rabbit to grapple through the air?
A ribat. Ribat.
Ribat.
It's not a rabbit, it's a ribat.
Oh, the A and the I swap places.
That's right. That's what's confusing you. Like you're dyslexic and they mess with the spelling. That's brilliant. Thanks.
I know.
It looks terrible, this game.
Okay, moving on then.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Shadow Fable. Nope, the Snow Fable, Mystery of the Flame. Snow and flame usually don't work together.
No,
but embark on a match 3 adventure of breathtaking magic and boundless imagination. Play levels that combine a match 3 board, so you're playing Connect 4 just one step easier.
Right. No, because it's what's that game that all the mums play on the iPads?
I was going to say Othello, not that one. Oh yeah, I know that one.
That's what it is.
Boulders, Gems,
Gem World or something.
Yeah.
match up three together to make
Bedazzled. No, not bedazzled.
it's like
Bejeweled.
that.
Bejeweled.
Bejeweled. There you go. It's bejeweled.
Yes.
Exactly bejeweled.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't wait to play it on my massive TV. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And all the noise it'll make. That is the games.
That,
We've done it.
I have to say, other than possibly Antstream Arcade, because that has, well, it says 1,300 here, but I think the article said 1,400.
14, yeah.
So, but hey, 1,300 games from my childhood. I think that's really the only one I would look at playing.
Yeah, no, it's a shocking week this week.
Yeah, unless Crosstails really is their third party as a spray bottle, and you get to
And that
you
would
know,
be
that
if they're
would
not
be-
doing that, they should listen to the podcast
yes,
and then give us money for ideas.
yeah,
No, it's terrible this week.
it honestly is. But I mean, game making is becoming so much easier.
Oh,
where-
Kyle.
Oh, is he there? Where is he?
He's in chat, in Kick Chat.
I don't have Kick running. I have YouTube
Oh, YouTube's.
running. Yeah.
And yeah, game
So
making
is
is
the-
difficult. Yeah, for sure.
It's not difficult.
It is.
No, not with stuff like Scratch. No, my son made an Asteroid one, but you're a monkey shooting bananas.
Oh,
All the
great,
kids in
okay.
his class loved it.
Oh, you should release it as an ID and Xbox game. Make tons of money.
Yeah. What would the write-up for that be?
What are you killing with the monkeys?
Bananas.
No,
You're
shoot
throwing-
your bananas at what though?
No. The big giant flying bananas are coming towards a monkey.
Oh,
So
and you've got to
you're
move out the way of the bananas.
no, you don't move. You just shoot. You just point and shoot. You're in the middle of the screen and just
Oh,
point
I
and
see.
shoot.
You're
That
just
was
spinning
it.
around shooting.
Yeah.
I reckon I would write a really good description for it though.
True.
Monkey madness. Monkey madness.
But yeah, that's the games. So that's the news.
That's it. We're done.
We are done.
We are
And
we made it.
just on 2 hours. How good is that?
You know, we're consistent if anything.
We are.
So tell me
And-
about yourself, Paul. What are you up to?
Tell me. Well, I'm not freezing today.
Oh, you got a heater, or is it not just not cold?
No, it's 11 degrees here.
What? It's like warm.
Yeah, 11 degrees at the moment.
Oh,
Last week it was
it's-
1 degree.
Yeah, I know. I remember you were freezing. You see icicles
Yeah.
on your nose.
Yeah. So no, I run a channel where we do, Lee and I do the Rando stream. You can find us at Hippo HQ on YouTube and Hippo HQ on Twitch and on Facebook. And I believe I have a website. I just haven't updated in like 2 years.
That sounds very.
I'll get
boring.
around to it.
It's soon, tomorrow.
Maybe. I still have to build the map. They want a Western for the Rando stream on Sunday, and I have
that's
to build
right,
a
yeah,
map.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm doing a data center move on Saturday, so that's out.
Just do the map on the side while you're doing your data center move. How can it be?
Yeah, I don't need to remember where the cables go,
No, just take
as long as
pictures.
it works in the end. Yeah, it's a mess at the moment, so I'm going to start from scratch.
We all three of us played on Saturday, didn't we? On Sunday. It was quite cool. We did like a cyberpunk.
Yes,
adventure.
which you totally ruined it and didn't let me shoot you, and then didn't let me go into a death race system, and I had to sort of railroad you
race.
into having a drag race down the motorway just to play the racing.
You. I destroyed you in your race. You know I do this though. This is why I play
Every
just to
time.
annoy you. I'm like, where's he trying to go? Making me go here? Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Okay, cool. Let's just not do that. Yeah, it was fun.
That's
Actually,
right.
Carl's idea of going in there with beer was really good. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
to get
I
in
did
there.
not expect that at all.
Yeah, I thought that. I was thinking about it later. Going, we messed with all your ideas completely. I suspect.
Well, I was partially expecting you guys to go through the office,
Through the office,
and talk to the
yes.
lady there, and they were going to charge you a huge amount of money as sort of an under the table. Yes, you need your car upgraded, but you don't actually need it upgraded. You just want access to the back room.
But we turned around and said, "Can you do it for us, please?"
Yeah,
Yeah, it was real fun.
it was. It was. Other than the fact that Foundry died.
Oh, Foundry
Yeah.
was having weird issues. It must have been them at their end. Although
I don't know what it was.
Edge wasn't great.
Yeah, it's been popping up. You need web GL 2.2 to run blah, blah, blah. And I just can't get that to run an Edge, not on a Quadro card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use Chrome. Actually use Brave, because Brave's best.
Well, Chrome doesn't even have that option. It works. It's smoother because I can force some other options, but it doesn't have WebGL 2.0 on my system there. They say maybe your card's been blacklisted from Chrome.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a fairly common Quadro, but it is a Quadro. So,
I am Lee Howard. I'm Lee Howard on Twitter and on Xbox, and Lee Howard on Twitch. I have a Mastodon, which is Lee at the Xbox Mastodon, the XboxCast.co.nz.
yep, not Lee Howard, sadly.
I don't need Lee Howard. Oh, it's my Mastodon server, so I am Lee.
Ah,
Mastodon. If you would you like a Mastodon account that you can use? You can use it anywhere in the whole world.
oh, we'll think about that.
Okay, another random, unused.
Accounts that I will store the password for and never use again.
That's right. Yeah, that's what Carl did. He set it up and he's like, I can't get into it anymore. Well, you need to talk to the administrator. That's me. I can do it for you. It's okay. I can reset your password. That's fun. So we're on, as I said earlier, we're on YouTube. We're everywhere. Go look up the XboxCast.co.nz. Next month,
you can find us everywhere.
We have an event next month.
What is the event?
It is called the. So it's a bit of a weird event. It started off as the patrons pick us a game to play. Then we got complaints that the patrons wanted to get involved, so we changed it to the patrons puzzling picks. So what's happening is the patrons are picking us a game to play for next April, which is cool. We're happy with that. That any random
next
game for
April?
Game Pass. April? No, sorry, next month. August. Yeah. Sorry. The patron picks. So yeah, so basically you become a patron, give us $1, pick a game. There's voting. I think there's about 6 or 7 of them doing it basically. So they're voting currently. There's an Excel spreadsheet somewhere, and also what's happening is a Secret Santa for gaming. Excuse me, Secret Santa for gaming. So we've got 6 people, and we've given them each other, and they have to pick a game for each other to play. And no one knows what any games, but it could go really badly. There could be tears. Who knows what's going to happen? They did have some kind of, please don't give me this sort of game. But whether that means that
Kyle put down that he doesn't want Skyrim.
We have no control at all.
Okay, someone needs to buy him Skyrim Definitive 20th Edition, blah, 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 blah.
He just needs a horror game. That's what he needs. He loves horror games.
He doesn't play horror games. He cries.
He has no option but to play the horror game.
Okay, he needs to stream it.
Yes, exactly. That's the plan. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't mind games. I play most games, so it'll be interesting to see what they chuck at me. Something boring and annoying, probably, will be is what they keep saying. So it's fun. So next month, August, 10 days or so, 10, 11 days, we'll start. Games will come. We'll see what we get. I'm a bit concerned what they're going to do. We cannot trust the patrons, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
We can trust them a little.
No. That's why they're in the zoo, in the Discord. There's a reason we put them in the zoo. Go to our website, though, because it has all our events. We have loads of events running through the year. Like, we have Terratober in October, which is fun. We play a scary game. The Game Awards, obviously, in December, like everyone else, because we thought it was fun, so we do a Games Award in December, so that's cool. April Achievement Challenge, which everyone loves the April Achievement Challenge. Friendly Fair, Back to Your Backlog. There's a whole bunch of stuff we do. It's kind of fun. I think we should get out of here.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Not really, no. Just I am glad it's warm and it's probably not going to be in a few hours.
I'm glad you're warm as well, yes. Okay, so that's our show for this week. Remember, guys, pay the feel. I don't know why he writes this down. I'm reading what Carl's doing the outros. If you want to follow us on socials, check out Linktree on links. Go to our website, don't do that. The quickest way to find out where we hang out. You want to follow us individually? We're cool, blah, blah. Okay, we have been the Xbox Cast. We will see you on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.
See you later.
That's it. I should have read the outro better though. I didn't realise there's actually if you want to follow us individually. I didn't realise you put that in there.
Where is that? I'm not. Ah, there we go.
it's in the
Outro right
news.
there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that is this show for the week. Remember, guys, pay the fee. I don't know. Is that go
Pay
to
the
Patreon?
fee. Yeah, it is. But it's kind of weird.
Okay.
I read that's feel actually. I didn't realise it's fee. I thought
Pay the feel?
I was like, what does that even mean, Kyle? Cool. Good work.
Yes. I feel that our beads need to go on top of the microphone, though.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. just put it on top. No, maybe not.
We should get out of here. I think it was good work.
Yeah.
We had
I
8
think
people
I
watching
need
this.
a bit of Roibos. How much on
8 and kick. 8 and kick.
3, well, 2
'cause
on...
you-
Yeah, because I'm watching UbiTubes.
And no one talked to us at YouTube, did they?
No.
Right.
Cool.
And chat's
Well.
not talking to us, so we might as well get out of here. They're just obviously
Okay.
listening. They've all just fallen asleep, probably.
It's my voice. I have
That's
a
your
deep and
voice.
soothing voice.
Yes. Well, goodbye, streamer people.